I think a lot of us can agree upon is the fact that when it comes to the Boruto series, one thing that is missing is a true sense of conflict. Because if you're like me, when you get to these arcs like the Byakuya Gang arc, in the back of your mind, you're not really worried about anything that's happening, because you know that if things get too crazy, you could have Naruto or Sasuke show up and one-shot these guys. And in fact, in the latest Boruto episode, Sasuke doesn't even show up on screen, but he takes out all of these white Zetsus with Amaterasu, and then he teleports to one of Kage's dimensions. And as we all know, it's going to be setting up the Boruto the movie arc. But the fact that you have characters like this who are basically a hidden safety device who can clean up after anything that gets out of hand, it kills the tension of the series, which is exactly why I feel as if we should be getting something where Naruto Uzumaki is taken out. And somebody's already typing out in the comment section, but I don't understand, Naruto's a fucking demigod, Naruto can't be killed off, who's gonna be strong enough to kill him? Well, that's why I say pump the brakes for a second, okay? Yes, Naruto is insanely powerful, but at the same time, when it comes to the Naruto verse, I think a lot of people forget it isn't about how powerful you are, it's about whether or not you have hacks abilities, and the more hacks ability can typically take out a stronger foe. And it's for that reason that I feel as if when it comes to Naruto Uzumaki, Kishimoto's already said that he's okay with Kodachi killing off another character if it means adding another layer to the story, if it means adding a real sense of tension. And he said it himself when he was talking about the Boruto chapter 1 that had this huge reaction in the fandom where Naruto Uzumaki was alluded to be dead or sealed away, kept away from the action. He said that he's okay with the older generation dying off if it meant adding real tension to the story. And it's for that reason that I could see the Naruto series taking a darker turn, because what we could be getting is an opportunity to have Naruto Uzumaki removed so the next generation can go through their own trials and tribulations, and it would add a huge injection to the series. Because what we've seen in the Naruto verse so far is that each of the Hokages has gone through their own struggle, and a lot of them have died in service. Just look at the first 4 Hokages. They've all died protecting the village. Hashirama, while that is a bit of a question mark because we know that he died at some point during the first Great Ninja War, you have Tobirama Senju, who died for the next generation and gave birth to Sarutobi being the 3rd Hokage. The 3rd Hokage died in the battle against Orochimaru, protecting it during an invasion. Naruto's own father died on the day of his birth and entrusted the fate of the village to his newborn son and to the next generation. And so when you look at a character like Naruto, yes, that has been broken a bit, but I think that killing off Naruto would give a huge injection to the series, because it would tell fans who aren't really checking for the story that no character's safe. Now, I know some people, when it comes to Naruto, that's something they don't want to hear, because you've essentially watched this character grow up from being a very small child to achieving his childhood dream of being the Hokage, from being an outcast, from being a loner, being hated by the village, to having the village admire him as being the protector, as being this child of prophecy, and most importantly, marrying someone that loves him, having a family with this woman that fell in love with them, and having Naruto's character come full circle. And this is why you have to look at this from a character perspective. Naruto, in any arc, if things get too crazy, Byakuya Gang, he shows up, one-shots the leader. There's no real tension when it comes to storytelling. You need conflict and tension to tell a good story. Even when it's slice of life, when you look at it, there's some type of conflict there. It doesn't have to be melodrama conflict, but there's some type of conflict. When it comes to Naruto there, he is a walking plot device, which is exactly why he needs to be removed. And it opens up the door for a character like Sasuke to fully go through his redemption arc, because Naruto pulled him out of that darkness. Having Naruto be killed off opens the door for Sasuke to further take character growth. Sasuke as a character still has the ability to grow, but when it comes to Naruto's character arc, it's finished. There is no more development. Yes, you could say, well, him learning to be a good father would be good character development for him, but at the same time, time, even then, we've seen him take strides after the Naruto Boruto the movie, and we understand where Naruto's struggle is coming from, which is exactly why when it comes to literature, one of the things that you see is that when a character's arc is finished, they often get shoved to the background, and some authors choose to kill them off, and it's something that Kishimoto's alluded to, which is exactly why the chapter 1 in episode 1 of the Boruto series struck a nerve with so many people. But those are just my thoughts on this matter, guys. Do you think that Naruto needs to be removed from the Boruto series? And if there was a Hacks Jutsu that would cause Naruto to lose his life, what do you think could happen, and what do you think would happen to the QB in that case? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching, guys.